how did you come up with the idea of celebrating David Bowie?
It wasn't my idea. It was the man who produces the show. His name is Angelo Bondini. He's also in the band.
Mm-hmm.
And he began talking to different people who had worked with David, people like myself. And pretty soon he realized that there was enough interest to start this idea. So it's now been 2 years that we've been doing this on and off. Each time we go out, we have a different group of people, so it's not exactly the same band every time, and we do a different group of music each time, so it's not the same. So that's how it started, and that's where it is now.
And what can you tell us about the next show in Buenos Aires? The lineup and what songs are you going to play? Just the classics or your personal favorites?
Well, I don't have a set list for that yet.
Okay. If it was for you, what song would you choose to play?
Oh, well, I would probably play all the stuff we play. I mean, I love all of David's stuff. So right now, though, I've been working on the 2 different shows that we're going to be doing for Iceland.
Mm-hmm.
That comes up next. And as I said, both of those shows are different, and I know that the show we're going to bring to South America will also be a different group of people and a different group of songs. But every single show we've ever put together so far has been the same in the sense that they all cover, a great span of David's career, done by great musicians and really great singers who, we trade off. One person will sing one song, then another will sing the next. So it's all in all, it's a very moving, emotional show that makes people happy and also maybe even makes them cry.
Yeah, and so no one is like impersonating David Bowie, right?
No, not at all. What we have is, when it's my turn to sing the song, I sing it my way. The band does try to play the music correctly, close to the original versions, but none of us are trying to imitate David, and that's why we have multiple singers and even guest artists who come in different cities, so that, it's really us celebrating his music. It's not us trying to be a tribute band or something.
And are there any visual references to David Bowie in the show, like video or photos or anything?
No, it's strictly a musical show. We don't have any videos running or anything like that.
How do you select the set list between every one of you? What do you have in mind to choose the songs you'll play in each city?
Well, mainly it's put together once again by Angelo Bondini, whose nickname is Scroat, by the way. But he has met with me each time. He usually comes out here to my house in Nashville, and we'll sit for a couple of days and talk through his ideas. What he likes to do is make it different each time and make it very artistic. So we don't just do, all of David's greatest hits or something like that. Sometimes there are songs in there that I don't even know very well. It's really trying to convey the whole picture of David as an artist, not just the songs you might know him from on the radio. So, it's a process we just go through, and it's somewhat based on the people involved in the band each time, because okay, we have this person, because he's really good at singing these songs, for example.
And what do you remember about working with David Bowie?
No, I remember so many things. It was fascinating to me to be standing next to such a giant artist as him and a superstar, someone who's really, really so famous. But as a person, I got to love David on a whole different level. I mean, he's brilliant. He had a lot of thoughts about things. You could converse with him about many, many subjects, and he was very smart about them. And I think more important than anything, he had a great sense of humor. So even though he was, of course, a huge star, he didn't take it too seriously.
And what do you think is the biggest legacy he left?
To me, his biggest legacy is his ability to change colors, to switch from one thing to the next. Every record he put out was different from the last. So he was an artist who was always in flux. He was never settled down and saying, this is who I am, this is it. He wanted to explore everything. And I really like that about him, and very few artists can do that, but I try to do it myself. But I think that's the thing about David. You can't pin him down because he went through so many musical transformations.
And I guess that's what we'll see kind of in the show, in Celebrating David Bowie.
Yes, we try to portray, a little bit of everything as much as we can in the time allowed.
Okay, that's great. So I guess if you don't have the set list yet, you don't also probably know if you have any special guests here, right?
I don't know that. I'm sure that we will have some along the way through South America, because that's what we've done everywhere we've gone. And we've had great artists like Sting and, B-52s and people like that who have come in different cities depending on where they are, and they all come and we learn songs with them that day. So it's, an ever-changing process.
Okay, so thank you for your time, and we'll see you at Museum Live on October the 20th.
I can't wait. Thank you.